Hey there, everybody. Welcome into this edition of Extra Time, Wednesday, June 3rd. I'm Sebastian Salazar. We got Ian, Darke, and Craig Burley with me to field your questions from Twitter. If you didn't get your question in time, remember,
apparently you've had a haircut. Although
apparently
you've had a haircut, but you can't tell.
I thought you were about to compliment me. I've been waiting the whole time we've been taping for somebody to notice my brand new haircut. Thank you, Craig.
You think somebody's going to compliment you in that style? I don't think so, lad. I've not had mine
Craig,
cut,
I can't see your hair, but I'm sure I've got more of it.
I've never said no comment.
All right, let's get to the questions.
Just now.
That's right. We managed to even keep Ian quiet. All right, Paul wants to know, if there was a round-robin tournament with a group consisting of the last 4 World Cup winners, who would win? That's Italy, Spain, Germany, and France. Ian, I'll start with you. Who would take it between those 4 nations?
Off the top of my head, I'd say that Spain team from 2010. Lovely football team. Wasn't a great final because the Netherlands tried to kick them off the park, as I remember it. But that was a really good Spain team. So I think that's where I'd go.
Craig, you good with Ian's call there?
Yeah, pretty much. France was pretty good. That German team that beat Brazil in the semi-final was pretty good, but that Spanish side that won the World Cup in 2010 and did they win in 2000? Who won in 2014, Ian? Oh, that was Germany.
Germany
Says it
with Mario Götze.
You come for our
extra
expertise,
time.
folks. Remember that.
Well, it's nothing to it's not to do with expertise. It's more to do with memory, and I wasn't able to read the tweets properly.
Next question, Craig. Is it physically possible for you to smile for more than a total of 2 seconds?
Well, that's just stupid.
Take that as a no?
No, that's just stupid. I don't get paid to smile. Right? I don't get paid to smile.
I've seen Craig smile.
Ian, you've worked with Craig a long time. You've seen him
at my
smile.
goal.
Yeah. All right, Miscellaneous Maestro asks, how many points will Arsenal win the league by next season? 10 points ahead, 12 points ahead maybe? Ian, what do you think of this optimistic Gunners fan?
Optimistic or crazy, I would say. They're in 9th place at the moment and they've drawn 13 matches this season. They won't be winning the league next season. Sorry, Gunners fans.
Who's vetting these questions?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not me, I can promise you that. Or my hairstylist. Kendall.
There must be like a list of questions, and that's there with one of them, I would imagine, more ridiculous, clearly.
Hey, sometimes we like to have some fun here on the show. You know about it, Craig. You like to smile. Next question. Who's getting relegated from the Premier League and who's promoted from League One? Ian, I'll let you start this off. What's up with Portsmouth? They going to make it up?
League One, I'm surprised anybody's has come on to question that. They haven't decided how they're going to do it, but Coventry and Rotherham are in the top 2 positions, so they're going to be given, I think, promotion because it's going to be points per game. Then there'll be playoffs. I think Norwich are doomed. I don't like the way West Ham, I think they've won 1 out of 9 before the break. I think they might go, and I'd say Aston Villa as the 3rd.
Craig, I won't ask you about League One, but Premier League, who do you see going down?
Difficulty because Bournemouth were struggling a bit, West Ham were struggling, Villa. Going to say Norwich, Villa, and I think Nigel Pearson will just get Watford enough. I'm going to say Bournemouth.
All right. Kendall asks, why are Chelsea fans overrating Ben Chilwell like he's Roberto Carlos? Fitting on the anniversary of Carlos's Roberto Carlos free kick. He's not even the best defender for Leicester City. Is Ben Chilwell overrated, Ian?
He's the best left back for Leicester City.
Yeah, he's a good player. I mean, it'd be a very fine signing, I think, for Chelsea. So, is he Roberto Carlos? No, of course he's not. Not yet. Is he a good player who would add to Chelsea's squad? Definitely.
Last question. Ian, when you're commentating a game, do you ever get any stick off of the crowd sitting around you? If you can think of an example, could you elaborate?
Usually we're too far away from the crowd, but Craig's done co-commentary and sometimes even with me. I remember a day at Everton where the guy kept sitting behind me, and Everton were losing. He kept trying to give me cups of tea all the way through the game and tapping me on the shoulder and saying, "What did you think about that? What did you think about?" He was thinking that Everton were getting robbed, and I was trying to get someone to tell him to stop doing it because I was trying to commentate on the game. But it was quite funny, and we had a bit of a joke and a laugh at half time, and we ended up giving him a cup of tea as well from our little flask. So there's that kind of thing. And I was doing a game once with Steve McManaman, and we were having to sit right among the crowd, the position we had at Blackpool, and he was getting terrible stick. Big chants the whole game through that were coming loud and clear over the microphone. It was a game we did for ESPN, in fact, in the old days.
Craig, always a fan favorite. I'm sure you've never had anyone give you stick in your commentary work.
Well, Ian and I were at the King Power for Leicester City v Watford, and the fans were very nice to us that night. Well, I don't think anybody noticed we were there, but yeah, I mean, listen, I've had it from day one doing this job. Just because the way that I do it, I will not shirk my responsibilities. And so I get stick when I get out of the car, walk into the game, going into the media room, walking to the gantry, coming down, I get stick. You just need to ask Derek Ray. There was one time at a game in Scotland, the game was going on and he was talking to the director, calling for security to come to the gantry because some fans were trying to climb on to the commentary gantry to get to me because I must have said something that somebody was watching at home and then called one of the mates in the stand beneath us, and then the Chinese whisper started, and before you know it, there's about 500 of them had turned and were chanting at me, and as I say, some of them were trying to climb onto the commentary booth as well. I found this quite amusing. Unfortunately, my colleague Derek Ray didn't quite see the funny side of it like I did. I was panicking a bit, or a lot.
Ian, truly remarkable given what just Craig told us, that he's only Chelsea's second most hated player of all time, huh?
Oh. Well, Craig was quite a popular player, weren't you, at Chelsea, I think?
No, but it's not. But no, Ian, this has got nothing to do with my time at Chelsea, but everything to do with my time in broadcasting. It's once you step out, you're supposed to toe the party line. Unfortunately, I sailed through in this particular poll. I sailed through all the group stages with consummate ease, and I lost in the final to Chris Sutton. But part of the reason I lost to Chris was the tactic was from the Chelsea fans not to vote for me because they knew that I wanted to win. And so I disappointingly came second. I always say, Sebi, listen, I always say, Sebi, if you're popular with fans, you're not doing your job properly in the role that I do, particularly your old clubs.
I mean, Twitter these days, there's a lot of poison and hatred, and a lot of people accusing you of being biased. I mean, why would you be biased calling a game? You know, Sebi, you do the job as well, that it's hard enough calling a game without worrying who wins it. But we all get taken to the cleaners every week on social media, but it comes with the territory.
Ian, you're the darling of Twitter with all your viral videos and whatnot. Gentlemen, we will leave it there for this edition of Extra Time. We'll be back tomorrow with plenty more to discuss from around the world of football. Don't miss a single edition of ESPN FC. We're here 7 days a week.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week, subscribe to ESPN+.